Good evening to you. Happy Independence Day. Happy 240th birthday to the U.S. of A. It's time for Ballers Baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. It's going to be a 6:30 start, and we are just about ready as first pitch is about to be thrown to Tremaine Cobb Jr. Malik Binns into his windup, and the first pitch to Cobb is a slider for a called strike one. Welcome to Colorado Springs, the third game of our series against, the fourth game of our series against the Rocky Mountain Vibes. The Ballers have first three. The next pitch to Cobb, that is on the outside, slider, strike two. Ballers have won 8 straight games. They are 2 games up in this playoff race. Looking for a 4th straight victory. The pitch is a slider hit towards shortstop. It is caught out of the air by the shortstop, Garrett Kieber. One away. The lineup for Aaron Miles Ballers tonight: Cobb leading with the line out, followed by Isai Santos, the DH. Christian Almanza at first, bats third. Harris, the second baseman, bats fourth. Buford at third, bats fifth. Helmick in left, batting sixth. Welcome back Michael O'Hara. He'll be in right. Tyler Lozano, the catcher, hits eighth. And Bugs, the center fielder, he will bat ninth. The first pitch to Santos is a fastball called for strike one on the outside. Malik Binns, a 6'7", 240 right-handed pitcher out of Chicago, Illinois, formerly of the Phillies system. Next pitch is off the plate. Would not be surprised if he at some point crossed paths with Lou Helmick, who also was a member of the Philadelphia Phillies organization. Pitch is outside, it's 1-1 to Santos. Now the next one from Binns is a slider, high and away, 2-1. The Ballers got their first shutout of the year last night. It was a 6-0 decision that went the way of Dylan Matsuoka and 3 other relievers to not allow a single run to Rocky Mountain. The 2-1, Santos looks at ball 3, just off the plate. Binns into his windup. The 3-1 to Santos is swung on, tapped foul up the first base line. It's a full count. The defense for Rocky Mountain: Wilmer in left, Booth in center, and Lynn Scott in Toffland at third, Kieber at short, Yake at second, Laura at first, Jones behind the plate. The full count pitch to Isai Santos on its way, and it's a ground ball toward third, backhanded by Toffland. He gets up, his throw across the diamond is in time as Laura takes it almost right off the top of the dirt. It's a 5-3 ground out, and there's 2 away here in the first. Rocky Mountain comes in with a record of 21-17. They are on the outside looking in at this playoff picture. Entered the series 4.5 games out, now 7.5 games out after Oakland's long streak went to 8 last night. First pitch to Christian Almanza is a big breaking ball for strike one. 3-13 for Almanza. Leads the team with 11 home runs and leads the team with 49 driven in. The 0-1. He looks at another breaking ball on the outside. That's strike two. Quick go-to to Almanza. Binns looking for a quick first in front of what will be a sold-out crowd on July 4th. The next pitch, high and away. And a stadium which seats 8,000. It could get rather loud here tonight. It's 1-2 to Christian Almanza. Binns kicks and fires, and that fastball is spiked in the dirt. It's 2-2. Just underway from Colorado Springs. The wind today, this time moving from left to right, which would help a ball if Almanza were to pull one in the air. It's a 2-2 from Binns. And the pitch to the plate is swung on, hit toward Toffland at third. He scoops it up. He takes a step. He throws to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Malik Binns. And now the Vibes will bat for the first time tonight on 860 AM. The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. The right-hander, the Berkeley native Noah Milliken, is on the mound for Oakland tonight. A scoreless ball game in the bottom of the first. Milliken, 3 starts for him already. 1-0 record. 4.0 ERA. He struck out 14 and only walked 4 in 15 innings. Batters hitting .237 against him. It is a nice start to his professional career. Here is a lineup for the Rocky Mountain Vibes tonight. Carter Booth, the center fielder, leads things off, followed by Ernie Yake, the second baseman. The first time we will see Yake in the lineup, moving from coach player in this series. Sam Linscott, the right fielder, hits third. Gary Laura at first base hits fourth. Garrett Kieber, the shortstop, will hit fifth. Austin Chenard will be the designated hitter tonight. Dane Tofflin, the third baseman, hits seventh. Stephen Wilmer, the left fielder, hits eighth. And Otto Jones will be behind the plate. He will bat ninth. Defense for Oakland, it'll be Helmick in left, Buggs in center, and O'Hara in right. Buford at third, Cobb at short, Harris at second, Almanza at first, and Tyler Lozano is behind the plates. Milliken working from the stretch. The first pitch to Jones is a sinker, low for ball 1. Your umpires, Caden Garmer behind home, Bill Berger at first, and Andrew Burris at third. Same crews we've had all. The next pitch, that hits Booth. The sinker comes in and just shaves the elbow of Booth. So a leadoff base runner for Rocky Mountain. Another sinker that it's got a lot of movement. It came in and hit the right-handed hitter. Noah Milliken has hit 2 batters now, and this is his 4th start. He hit a lot of guys at Penn this year. That's how much movement that pitch has. The first pitch, fastball, is a touch high. Ernie Yake. We know that name quite well because he played for the Vibes last year. 5'10", 175, left-handed hitter from Bellingham, Washington. Now looks at a sinker just off the plate, 2-0. Thought his career was over and became a coach for Les Lancaster. Now he has been designated as a franchise player because he was out of service time, and he is in the lineup. The 2-0. Yake swings, hits us out to left field. Helmick has to come in. Now he stops, and he easily puts away that ball for out number 1 here in the first. Yake last year with Rocky Mountain hit .365 on the year. Had 3 bombs and 61 batted in. Dylan Tatum actually played with Yake in the Twins organization at one point. Now here's Sam Linscott. No score in the bottom of the first. Man at first. And 1 away. Booth, who was hit by the pitch, he is at first, and he is a good runner. Milliken's first pitch to Linscott is a sinker at the top of the zone for a called strike 1 at 89. Linscott at .413, 7 home runs and 28 driven in. Short lead for Booth at first. Milliken kicks, and it's fouled back by Linscott. Again a sinker, and again darting down inside to the right-handed hitter. Booth has 8 steals this year. He leads in that category, and he's only been thrown out once. The more successful of the 2 catchers at throwing out base runners is behind the plate. That's Lozano. The 0-2 ground ball. Cobb will go to second for 1. Harris' return throw is not in time. It was a slowly hit baseball, and I would have been very surprised if they were able to turn that double play. Linscott is not a slow runner by any means. He has 3 steals on the year. So a fielder's choice, advances a runner to first, and Linscott replaces Booth as the base runner. That'll bring up Gary Laura, who we have been impressed with some really good swings this week. A powerful hitter, .357, 6 home runs, and 32 driven in. Milliken set. The first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Two outs here in the bottom of the first. No score in our ball game. Milliken to the plate. Laura takes that sinker high. 1-1 the count. Crowd of close to 8,000 expected here at Block Tickets Stadium tonight in Colorado Springs. The 1-1 hits this slider toward left center field. Will anyone get there? Bugs into the alley, reaches up, and he makes a running catch. That will end the inning. Took that one in stride to Darryl Buggs, timed it well, and had the speed to get there just in the nick of time. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base through one, scoreless on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to the ball game. It's 0-0 as we play the second inning. I'm Tyler Peterson. This is Ballers Baseball on 860 AM, The Answer. Nevada Cullen, who normally brings you all the road games this year, is on assignment. And again, it is a top secret assignment, so I cannot reveal the nature of what he is up to on a beautiful Independence Day in Colorado Springs, and hopefully back home as well in the Bay Area. Hope you're enjoying a barbecue or a picnic or however you wish to celebrate today. 249 years of this experimental country. Here's Danny Harris. First pitch, fastball in the dirt. Harris at 346 on a 21-game hitting streak. 7 home runs, 38 RBI. Bins to the plate, and that's taken outside. Both pitchers needed fewer than 15 pitches to complete their respective first innings. Harris swings and fouls this out of play. Ball on the outer half, and it's just a little bit behind. Vibes groundskeeping staff really has decorated the field quite nice. The 2-1 on its way. Harris sends the ball to center field. This is fairly deep. Booth going back. He's at the track. He is in front of the wall. He reaches up and he makes the catch. Danny just missed it. Booth that time wasn't sprinting back. He was sort of moving step for step backwards, almost as if he was trying to find the wall as he was moving across the track, and right before he had to touch it, he made the catch. Here's Cam Buford. First pitch to Cam is a fastball high and in. Buford had 3 hits yesterday. Had a home run in each of the first 2 games as well. 336, 7 bombs, and 34 RBI. Next pitch, a fastball, same spot, high and in. It's 2-0. No score in our ball game in the top of the second. Ballers so far this week have pitched well. And of course, the shutout yesterday, the crowning jewel of that assignment. Next one swung on and missed. That fastball was high and away by Binns. Just 10 runs through the first 3 games. The 2-1, Buford takes a fastball up and in, 3-1. Meanwhile, Ballers scoring 15, 11, and 6. So total of 32 runs in those 3 games. The 3-1 to Buford. May see a pitch here. He swings and misses at a high fastball. It's 3-2. That is just at the top of the zone. And for a guy who's hitting like he can, you want him swinging at that pitch. Now a 3-2, the fastball inside where all three previous balls were. It's ball 4, and Buford is on base. It's the first base runner for Oakland. I do have some good news already to report. A new series has started in the It's the sort of thing that, hey, all of a sudden we started the day at 8 and now it's 7. Here's Michael O'Hara. Welcome back, Michael O'Hara. The first pitch to him is a big sweeping breaking ball in for strike 1. O'Hara had been on the shelf for the last 10 days plus and activated off of the IL today. Unfortunately, it's at the expense of Davis Druick, who is still dealing with a leg injury, and he put on the injured list. O'Hara looks at a breaking ball for strike 2. Oh, no, what happened there? The ball got away temporarily from Jones. Nothing happened there, really. It's 0-2 to Michael O'Hara, who, of all the opening day rostered batters, has the fewest at-bats, just 55 for Michael. No home runs, 10 RBI. And he's down in an 0-2 counts in his first at-bat back. Takes that pitch low. Does he go? No, says the umpire standing behind second. It was a changeup buried in the dirt. Remember, the one thing we want is Yuba Sutter losses. It's a 1-2 count to O'Hara. He'll swing and a miss at a big breaking ball. And there's 2 outs in the inning. So that at-bat was very different from the ones we had previously seen. O'Hara did not see a fastball in those 4 pitches. And right now, if the fastball has abandoned the control for Binns, then he'll go to something else right now after back-to-back walks. Here's Tyler Lozano. 2 outs, runners at first and second, no score. The first pitch to Tilo is a big breaking ball in the dirt. It gets Jones, and then both runners will move up. It's a wild pitch. And now, a couple things are very interesting. One, Lozano has an opportunity with a single to bring in 2 runs. But Rocky Mountain already has given up 5 runs this series on wild pitches. So Jones really has got to be careful. Buford at third with great speed. Binns is set, and the pitch. Lozano down and away. Okay, well, all of a sudden now it's the breaking ball which is giving Binns trouble. This may be a time now to go back to the fastball. Let's see if Tyler is sitting on something. 3 home runs for Tilo. That third came in Boise. Just 9 RBI for him on the year. The pitch. Fastball, he was sitting on it, but he pops it up. It's behind first. Get out toward right field. Lynn Scott is chasing after it. He's underneath it, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left on base, and we head to the bottom of the second. It's scoreless on 860 AM The Answer. Bottom of inning 2. We are scoreless. And listen, it's not a pitcher's duel yet. Last night's game, a really nice game. 2:36, time of the game, 6-0 Oakland. They pitch, they can hit, and they can play defense. This is a team that at 29-10 is playing baseball at a better clip than either the first half or second half teams did last year. And against one of the toughest strengths of schedule in the league. We do also kind of have the question answered of, we asked ourselves last year, the 2 best teams in the league were last year, YOLO and Oakland. There was no doubt about that. But how good would they have both been if playing each other 36 times? And we do have an answer. It's the Ballers at 29-10 and the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers at 27-13. Here's Kieber to face Milliken to start the second. First pitch, changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Milliken needed just 11 pitches to go through the first inning. Hit a batter, got a couple flyouts, and a fielder's choice ground ball. The next pitch, Kieber swings and misses. It's a quick 0-2. Back-to-back changeups to begin the at-bat. Kieber at 346, 3 home runs, 30 driven in. Milliken is set. And the 0-2. Swing and a tapper. Is it off of Kieber? Yeah. Umpire at the last second. That was the sinker coming in on the hands of Kieber. Milliken is going to have most of his successes. That sinker coming down and in, sawing off bats on right-handers. And he might hit the odd batter or 2 per game, but you can live with that. He comes set again. It's still 0-2. On its way is a slider back to Milliken. He takes it with the glove behind his back. He throws to first for out number 1. I think he pinned it maybe between the cheeks. And he got the job done. A 1-3 put out. Here's Chenard. Nice play from Milliken. If that gets through, it's a base hit. First pitch, Chenard swings, pops this up. On the infield, who wants it? It's Harris, 2 outs. Nothing better than a 1-pitch out. There's nothing a pitcher loves more. That'll bring up Dane Tuftland. Noah Milliken had just an outstanding performance in Boise. I mean, one of the best of any pitcher this year. And then, of course, Matsuoka's last night may have topped that. First pitch to Tofflin is a fastball just inside. Comes set from the stretch. And the pitch. That's a slider in for strike one. Against the Hawks on Saturday, Milliken went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, struck out 6 batters, and got the win. It's down and away. A well-deserved first professional win. Two-one count to Dane Tofflin, who is struggling with the bat this year, but still has a lot of pop. Here's a ball shot out of play. It's 2-2. We did have some slight rain earlier, and there are some clouds in the distance, which you can sort of see some of those trails of rain beneath them. So as long as they stay away, that's fine. It's an ever-existing threat here in Colorado Springs in the summer. It's 2-2 to top. Milliken will come set. And the pitch on its way is a swing and a miss. Slider below the dirt. No, they're going to say that that ball was fouled off of the dirt. Tilo saying that he made the catch. Here comes Aaron Miles. Tilo is saying, hey, I caught that one right out. And now Aaron, I think, is at least going to play umpire Caden Garmer to ask the other officials. Actually, I think these are different umpires. Anthony Christensen, Kenny Aducci, and Ted Dutcher. Those are the umpires. We do have a new crew. Well, let's see. This is a long talk in front of the pitcher's mound. If this gets overturned, Les Lancaster might have a baby. It's a foul ball. There's not a whole lot you can do. The umpires are really not in a position to overturn that. Even if you get the call wrong, as an umpire, you have to stay with your call. I think that's only fair. 2-2. Milliken's next pitch is swung on, popped up, and that's out of play. It stays 2-2 to Dane Tofflin. Bases empty, no score here in the second. Pitch from Milliken is swung on again, fouled away. Milliken thought he had a 1-2-3 inning. The next pitch is a sinker just inside. Tilo does not challenge, and he knows his strike zone. That was a sinker at 90. That is a pitch that Milliken wants Tofflin to swing at. 3-2. The kick, the pitch, swung on, fouled back. That was a challenge fastball that time, right down the middle of the plate. Milliken thought he was back to his dugout. He wants that strikeout. Another payoff to Tofflin. Here it comes. Slider, strike 3 called. It is a 1-2-3 inning. And Milliken does get the strikeout. We'll take a break and come back for the third. No score on 860 AM, The Answer. Top of the third. No score. I get to say that in back-to-back days now. It's fun to say, I have to be honest. You see so many high-scoring games. That once in a while, it's nice just to see a more recognizable brand of baseball. But I would love to see the Ballers scoring bunches here as Daryl Buggs steps up to the plate. Glad you're with us on 860 AM The Answer, 860amtheanswer.com on our digital stream and our YouTube digital stream. First pitch to Buggs is a slider called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Buggs at 265, no home runs and 10 RBI. Leads the team with 15 steals. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Another slider, back-to-back sliders. Yesterday was 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by a pitch. It's an 0-2 pitch on its way. Bends to the plate. It's a slider. It's taken low. It's not the easiest take for Buggs there, but he did lay off. And that was more of the downward curveball. The 1-2. Buggs takes a curveball high. That one didn't come down. It did not have any kind of bite to it whatsoever. Now a 2-2 to Buggs, leading off the top of the third. Buggs. It's a ground ball and a broken back to Yake, who scoops it up and throws to first. Oh, just in time. I thought he beat that out. Oh, that was awfully close. And now here comes from third. James Harris is going to talk as well to Kenny Aducci. Aaron is not happy. He points to the ground once and jogs back to his position. From here, I thought you credit the hustle, but it is an out that goes 4-3. First pitch to Buggs is off the plate. Or rather to Cobb, excuse me. 1-0 to Trey is a ground ball towards short. Kieber to pick it up. Gets up, throws across the diamond in time, 2 away. Buggs, that's one of the hardest 90s you've seen. On a ground ball to second base, you were not expecting a base runner to almost be just a routine throw. 2 away for Santos, who grounded to third, and Tofflin made a really nice play on the ball he hit. He puts down a bunt. He'll take on Tofflin again. Tofflin throws to first, and that one is in time as well. A nice play from Tofflin, and it's 1-2-3 in the third in quick succession. 3 ground balls, and we head to the bottom of the third on 860 AM The Answer. It's the bottom of inning 3. It's still all zeros on the board. Right across. Both line scores for both teams. Not even a line score like that did we have after 2.5 innings. I'm Tyler Peterson in Colorado. This is the 4th game of 6 against the Vibes, and then we play 6 more with Rocky Mountain next week at home to finish off this first half of the season. The Ballers, with the loss by today, have a magic number of 7 and can get that magic number down to 6 with a win tonight, if they can get a win tonight. Stephen Wilmer will lead it off against Noah Milliken, and the first pitch to Wilmer is a fastball for a called strike 1. Switch hitting Wilmer at 264, 5 home runs, 15 RBI. Looks at a sinker high and away. It's 1-1. Buford playing about even with the bag at third. Everyone else is backed up. Milliken to the plate, and it's a changeup off the plates. 2-0, or 2-1 rather. Wilmer featured in last night's game, and actually he did not feature in, yes he did. He took a 1-4, excuse me. The next pitch is fouled back and out of play. It's 2-2. Switch hitter batting left. Saw him take one right-handed at bat last night. Buford now backs up from third. Milliken to the plate. It's swung on. It's popped up behind second base. Bob moving out. Helmick moving in. Helmick's going to call everyone off and reach out and make the catch. That was no man's land, and Helmick got there. 1 out. That'll bring up Otto Jones. Jones, we saw in game 2 of this series. He featured well from behind home plates and even picked up, I believe, a base hit. Yes, he did. Young catcher on this team. First pitch sinker is inside. It's 1-0. Jones, born May 14, 2001. Showed off a pretty good arm. The next pitch swung on and missed. That sinker was darting down and in, and Jones waved right over the top of it. Jones was a pickup from the Arizona tryout camp for the. There's a backdoor sinker, and that's strike 2, 1-2. Milliken really used that outside part of the plate in the Glacier series. A lot of success picking that outside corner on righties. It's 2. Pitch on its way. The breaking ball is just a touch inside. It's 1-2. Tilo turns around and asks the umpire how far he thought that pitch was off. It was about a ball. 2-2 on its way. It's a ground ball up the middle. Cobb on a dive behind second. His throw to first is in time. Flex by Trey after that play as well. I only noticed it right as the ball was hit, but Cobb was playing a step towards second base at short. And as good a play as it was yesterday, that one was better. 2 outs. First pitch to leadoff man Carter Booth is a big breaking ball in for strike 1. It's a get-me-over curveball that keeps Booth off balance. He finds himself with a strike in the at-bat. The 0-1. Sinker right down the middle of the plate, 0-2. Booth was hit by a pitch in the first and then eliminated on a fielder's choice. It's an 0-2. Milliken to the plate. It swung on and fouled away. The sinker high at the top of the zone. One time through the for Noah Milliken, just one base runner, which was the Booth hit by pitch. It's 0-2. Lozano sets up low. The pitch on its way is a ground ball. Sinker at 91, just below the zone. It's a nice pitch on 0-2. You even could go a little bit lower. Just nothing in the zone right now. Make Booth fish. 0-2 on its way. It's swung on, hit to center field. Bugs is back. Still, he's looking up, and that one is gone. A breaking ball. I don't know if that hung. Booth powers that out to dead center field. There is no wind to speak of right now. And that one is the first hits for Rocky Mountain today. And on an 0-2 pitch, on a ball that was right at the bottom of the zone, Booth powers it out to center field. I did not see that one getting out. 1-0 Rocky Mountain. Pitch to Yake. It's a slider or a sinker off the plate. Next pitch, fastball, high as well. 421 feet to center. I don't know how Booth hit that ball. Milliken fires, and that's fouled out of play by Yake. It's now 2-1. So it's the first hit for either team. And it's 1-0 Rocky Mountain. Milliken comes set. Now the pitch on its way to Yake. He swings and fouls that back as well. Two and two. Yake flew out to left in his first at bat. Pitch on its way is a line drive. In field, that's a base hit. Over in the alley is O'Hare to pick it up. Yake's thinking two. Here comes the throw. It's on a hop, and it's late. It's a double by Ernie Yake. And a little bit of a two-out rally continues, back-to-back extra base hits. And now that'll bring up Sam Linscott. So two pretty hit balls. That one had 100 miles an hour off the bat of Ernie Yake. Now it's Sam Linscott. Last pitch was a challenge pretty much right down the middle of the plate. Next one is a sinker low. Milliken's throwing strikes, which is good to see. Just that he's been tagged for two pretty hard hit balls in the last two batters. Wind is picked back up now. Next pitch, slider, down and away. 2-0 to Linscott. Milliken looks at Yake at second, a double look. And now he kicks and fires, and the fastball is on the corner for a called strike one. And Linscott's going to challenge. Let's see from Linscott. It's a confirmed strike on Linscott. So the Vibes lose a challenge on the backdoor sinker. That's a pitch that Milliken, like I said, has a lot of success with to righties. You can move that thing in, you can move that thing out. Next one, swing and a miss on the slider. 2-2. Just the solo shot, you can live with that. But you want to keep Yake from scoring. Milliken is set, the pitch on its way. Linscott takes down and away, and we will go to a 3-2 count. Man at second, 2 outs here in the bottom. A 3-2 pitch on its way to Linscott. It swung on, popped up. This could be playable. Buford into foul territory, onto the warning track, looking for the ball. He's got it. And that's the final out of the third. It's a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left on base. 1-0 Rocky Mountain after the solo shot by Carter Booth. A booming hit to center field. We'll take a break and come back on 860. The Answer. We have an impromptu hot dog eating contest. Impromptu. It's planned, of course. You get one Vibes employee on each side of the diamond who is, I don't even know if they're going to get through 3. You look at a hot dog and you think, I can down that. And then you actually go about it. You start dipping it in water and it gets all mushy in your mouth. I can't imagine that I'd be able to get past 2.5. But these young Vibes employees are going for it. Not much to talk about on your line score so far for Oakland. No runs, no hits, no errors. For Rocky Mountain, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors through 3 innings. So how did the 2 gentlemen do? Who had more hot dogs? Are they going to announce a winner? Joey Chestnut, I know, came out of retirement and downed 70.5 hot dogs. If I just think about the anatomy of a human being, I don't see how that's possible. Almanza Buford to face Binns here in the 4th. And the umpires are going to pause to allow the hot dog eaters to get off the field. Almanza grounded the 3rd in his first at bat. It's a shutdown inning opportunity for Binns. And the first pitch is swung on, and that's hit into right field. That's a base hit. A first pitch hanging breaking ball. Nope. Over strike that time. Christian was ready. 104 off the bat to right. It's a leadoff single. It's Oakland's first hit. And now, Binns will head back to the stretch. That'll bring up Danny Harris. Harris flied out to the wall in center field in his first at bat. First pitch, fastball is down low. Ball 1. He almost had his 8th home run of the year. Wind has died down now, once again. Binns to the plate. Harris swings and misses. Big backswing, nearly caught the catcher there. It's 1. That was fastball inside. Binns from the stretch. Almanza short lead at first. Kicking the pitch. Harris swings a high, and that is over the third baseman. It's down the line. Almanza heading toward third. Harris is going to have a double. Boy, that took one big hop. It rainbowed over Topland. It bounced fair in front of the bag and after it, and almost went into the Ballers bullpen. A double for Harris, and even 22 games in a row with a hit for Daniel Harris the 4th. And now here's Cam Buford. Oakland trailing 1-0 here in the 4th. They have their first 2 hits. Runners are at 2nd and 3rd. The corners will come in on Buford. Pitch. The breaking ball, rather the fastball, right on the inside for ball 1, or strike 1. Let's get things straight here. Buford walked first at bat. They went heavy on the inside sinker. 0-1. Buford swings, nubs this out in front of home plate, and that is a foul ball. Just kicked to the right side of the foul line, and the catcher Jones actually waited for a moment to see whether or not that would kick back, and then picked it up when it had lost all its steam. Buford is down 0-2. He'll have to battle. Got to get that man in from third one way or another. Want to have it bat, even if you make an out. Setting up inside is Jones. The pitch is bounced up to the plate, and Jones stops it. Short hop, gloved it in the air. 92 from Binns. That's about as fast as we have seen him today. But Buford, I think, well aware he is going to be attacked here in this at-bat. The 1-2 on its way. Pitch is a half swing. Does he go? Yes, says the home plate umpire. Buford is not going to appeal. Numbers he can or not. It is a strikeout. That's the second strikeouts for Binns, and that is exactly what Binns is looking for. Now 1 out, runners at second and third. Ballers trailing 1, but Ballers trailing by 1 here in the fourth. Helmick skies that one out of play. Well, the torch is passed over to Lou, who now has to find a way to get Almanza in from third. Second and third with no outs becomes second and third with 1 out. 0-1. Helmick makes a fastball high and away. On deck, we see the return of Michael O'Hara, who struck out in the first inning. Helmick drew a walk against Binns. Here's the 1-1. Helmick waits back on the breaking ball, but fouls it away. All foul balls claimed by someone, because we're close to 8,000 seats filled here in this ballpark, which once was a AAA affiliate. 1-2 to Helmick. Binns looking for another K. Pitch on its way. Helmick looks at a ball just a little low. 2-2. Not close enough to challenge. 2-2 on its way. That bounces past the catcher. Here comes Almanza. Harris is going to stop third. It's a 6th run given up by Rocky Mountain via a wild pitch in this series. 1-1. We are tied in the fourth. That looks like a breaking ball that spiked. And Jones just had no chance. So the count goes full. A runner at third, 1 out. The whole of the infield comes in now. Helmick ready, so is Binns. And the payoff pitch is on its way, and he swings and misses. Helmick chased a fastball below the zone. It's a 3rd strikeout for Malone. And now Michael O'Hara. Well, you've got a run, which has tied the game, but you don't want to feel good about yourselves, because you get 2 base hits and put runners at second and third, and then back-to-back strikeouts from your batters. Can O'Hara come through? The first pitch. That swung on, hit to... That's a base hit. Welcome back, Michael O'Hara. The Ballers take a 2-1 lead on his first pitch RBI single. That'll bring up Tyler Lozano. Ballers with 3 hits in the inning. And not only no shutdown inning opportunity, but now they've scored and taken the lead. The first pitch to Lozano is a breaking ball for strike 1. Tilo flied to right in his first at-bat. The next pitch is swung on and missed, a big breaking ball. Oh, 0-2. Binns is set. Short lead for O'Hara at first. And the pitch to Lozano is another breaking ball. That's fouled. Battling. And now he asks for time, and it's granted. The last 3 breaking balls at 72, 74, and 78. It's not the 93 from Binns. The question is whether he brings it here. The 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. And again, Lozano lays off. It's a 1-2 count. Lozano, it's a chopper towards short. One big hop for the shortstop, Keeber, who goes to Yake at second for the final out. The fielder's choice on the out goes 6-4. But it's 2 runs for Oakland, 1 on a wild pitch scoring out, 1 on a Michael O'Hara RBI single, 3 hits in the inning in total. They do leave a batter on base, but they have a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th on 860 AM The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM The Answer. It's the bottom of the 4th, a 2-1 lead for Oakland after a couple of big plays in the previous inning. For Oakland, a big double by Danny Harris put runners at second and third, and then for the 6th time this series in only 4 games, a wild pitch scores a runner. And Michael O'Hara produces in his first game back with a left field. Laura, Keeber, and Chenard, 4, 5, and 6, the first 3 hitters to face off against Noah Milliken. Laura flied to center field in his first at bat. It ended the first, and Darryl Buggs made a really nice running catch. First pitch, a ground ball past Milliken, up the middle and through for a base hit. Wasn't hit all too terribly hard. But the Vibes have a base runner on the first pitch of the 4th. Trying to spoil a shutdown inning opportunity for Noah Milliken now. Keeber, he bounced back to the pitcher Milliken in his first at bat, and a really nice play made by Milliken. First pitch, Keeber, right field. That is going to fall for a base hit. 2 pitches, singles. And that'll bring up Austin Chenard. Seeing as how this series has gone, Les Lancaster, would he put a with Austin Chenard? Almanza is in, almost to the cutout of the grass. Same with Buford. Milliken to the plate. Chenard takes a breaking ball, a touch inside, 1-0. No bunt yet. The next pitch, Chenard, a ground ball foul, 1-1. I think now at this point, that play may be out of the equation. 2-1 Oakland in the bottom of the 4th. Laura at second, Keeber at first. There goes both runners. It's swung on, grounded to short. Cobb has it bounce off his chest. The throw to first is still in time. A 6-3 ground out that moves up both runners. And the result of a sac bunt. So the runners were off on the play. Whether it was a hit and run or not, I'm not sure. But both runners advance for Dane Toftland. Now, Laura's speed at third will make this interesting. Infield up the middle is played back, and the corners are only halfway. Milliken's first pitch to Toftland is in the dirt. Milliken has his first out, but two men are in scoring position. The next pitch to Tofflin. He takes a breaking ball for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Tofflin struck out looking in his first at bat on a breaking ball on the inside corner. Now Milliken's 1-1. Tofflin hits this ball to left field. That is down for a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Both runs will score. Picking up the ball is Helmick. It's 3-2 Rocky Mountain on a two-run double by Dane Tofflin. That looked like a changeup from Milliken. It was right at the bottom of the zone, and Tofflin pulled that pitch into right center. So both Laura and Keeber will score. And now that'll bring up Stephen. Wilmer flied out to left in his first at bats. Runner at second, one. First pitch, ground ball foul down the first baseline. So both pitchers in shutdown inning opportunities, both give up a two spot. And for Milliken, you hope all it is a two spot. It's a big run out there at second. Swing and a miss by Wilmer on the sinker off the plate. It's 0-2. Milliken set, and the 2 pitch is a sinker high. Tofflin may be a risky send on a ground ball right fielder. 1-2. Milliken comes set, looks at Tofflin, looks home, and now throws. It's in the dirt. 2-2. Nothing. Glacier leads Missoula. That game in the first inning. It's fun, but it matters less than the Yuba. The next pitch, strike 3 called, and Wilbur is gone looking. 2 strikeouts for Noah Milliken, and there's 2 away here in the 4th. That's a big for Milliken, who now with 2 outs will go after Otto Jones. Be a good name for a used car salesman. First pitch to Jones is a swing and a miss. It's a sinker, pretty much thrown right down the middle of the plate. Jones grounded to short in his first at bat. Again, a sinker. It's 0-2. Milliken up to 67 pitches. The 0-2 is grounded at the foot of Jones' foul. For Oakland in the 5th, they'll have Bugs, Cobb, and Santos. 2 leadoff men. Oh, 2. Milliken to the plate. It's a sinker down and away. Does he swing? No, says the first base umpire. I said sinker. It was a slider. It's got the action, darting away from a right-handed hitter. It's a really good pitch on 0-2. Now a 1-2 count. Milliken kicks and fires, and it's swung on and pulled back. That was the sinker that he tried to backdoor Jones on that time. That was right on the black. That's just a pitch that's way too close to take. Milliken comes set. And the pitch on its way is swung on. That is hit just foul down the left field line. That could not have been more than a foot foul. And it would have been a double that would have scored Tofflin. That ball would have rolled into the Ballers bullpen, crossing the line, which would have rendered it out of play and more or less giving it a ground rule double. 71 pitches now for Milliken. 50 of them have been strikes. It's a 1-2. He kicks and fires, and Jones looks at strike 3 called on the breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, but the Vibes have taken the lead. A 2-run double by Dane Tofflin. After 4, it's Rocky Mountain 3 and Oakland 2 on AM The Answer. It's the top of the 5th here from Colorado Springs, a 3-2 lead for the Rocky Mountain Vibes. It's time for the question on the answer. And would you be surprised if today was holiday themed? I just want to know, how are you celebrating Independence Day today? You got a cookout going in the backyard maybe? I can tell you, I know you're celebrating by either watching or listening to Ballers Baseball. So I appreciate your answers on YouTube if you'd like to interact with us on our YouTube chat. Bugs lead it off in a 3-2 ball game in the 5th. I can tell you that my family back home is cooking up some Casper dogs. First pitch to Bugs is a breaking ball, high for ball 1. If you're not from the Bay Area and you don't know what Casper dogs are, you're worse off for it. The next pitch is fouled and away. So if we do have any Ballers families listening, I would encourage you to find Caspers the next time you're in town watching an Oakland game. 1-1 on its way. Bugs looks at a big breaking ball for strike 2. Casey Pratt is listening to the Ballers YouTube stream with Tyler Peterson. That's how he is celebrating July 4th. Here comes a 1-2 on its way to Bugs. That's down and away. Justin Collins is barbecuing smoked ribs, grilled veggies, and shrimp. Two. Bins from the windup. The pitch to Bugs is a slider down and away. We will go full. The Butts family visiting their cousins in Wisconsin and listening to baseball. The 3-2 on its way to Darryl Bugs. Swing and a ball hit down the right field line over his Linscott. Is he going to have a play? This is foul. I've never had the pleasure of visiting the Badger State, I do believe. Yes. My family in El Cerrito having Casper dogs, potato salad, baked beans, watermelon, and strawberry cake. The 3-2 to Bugs, he fights that one off as well. That fastball was coming up and in, and he just swung at ball 4. So long at bat to begin the fifth. Binns now at 70 pitches. The 3-2 to Bugs is down and in for ball 4. Great at bat from Darryl. He took the fastball toward the back foot. And listen, you fight a couple pitches off, eventually he may just throw a bad one, and that was a bad one. So Bugs the leadoff walk. Will we see him work now over at first base? Remember, Jones is the better catcher, the one with the better arm, that is. And the first throw over since Bugs back to the bag. It is the first disengagement for Binns in this at bats. Bugs is 15 of 17. Cobb is 0 for 2. Binns waits. Slide step. The first pitch is low. This is an experienced pitcher who spent 2 years in the Phillies system and then last year in the Atlantic League. He knows something about trying to hold base runners at bay. He's going to throw over again, and now he's used both throwovers. So now Bugsy can get a huge lead. Binns waits. 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 And there goes Bugs. Pitch is low. The throw from Jones is late. A great throw from Jones. But once Binns used that final throw over, the jump from Bugs was just going to be too much. It's a stolen base. It's his 16th. 1-1 to Cobb. First pitch, or the next pitch I should say, is a breaking ball down low. 2-1 to Tremaine Cobb. Now leads his team in hitting. Binns to the plate. Trey looks at a pitch low. And now it's Binns that wants the challenge. We never like pitchers who challenge. It is a confirmed ball. Vibes have lost both of their challenges today. Just the pitchers don't know the strike zone as well as the catchers. 3-1 to Cobb. Binns to the plate. Cobb swings and fouls that out of play. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Ballers, we got something going with Darryl Bugs Jr., or excuse me, Darryl Bugs the second at second, and Tremaine Cobb Jr. at the plates. A 3-2 to Tremaine. There goes Bugsy to third. It swung on and fouled back. Well, third base would have been stolen, but that slider was right down the middle of the plate for Tremaine Cobb. It'll be another 3-2. Binns with an inside move to chase Bugs back to second. That's the first move of this particular base for Bugs. Of course, it resets with any new batter or any successful stolen base, the disengagement rule. 3-2. Binns throws. Trey swings and misses. Out in front of a slider. That's a big strikeout for Binns. He gets his fourth. And now that'll bring up Isai Santos. Well, with the lefty Santos coming up, Jones will at least have an open left side if Bugs were going to try to swipe third. The third baseman, Toffland, is playing shallow as Santos tried to bunt for a hit in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch from Binns. Santos takes a breaking ball inside and low for ball 1. 2 ground outs third, and both times Tofflin made what I would consider a professional play on both. Strong throws over. Had to move quickly to receive the baseball. Bugs trying to dance off second. Binns to the plate. Santos takes low again. It's 2-0. Well, Rocky Mountain is probably going to be a little bit stingy with inning challenge. They've gotten 2 incorrect already. 1 away in the 5th, 3-2, the Vibes lead. Runner at second, 1 out. Binns throws, Santos swings, grounds one toward first. It is foul, just foul. Laura fielded the ball behind the bag, but it did not get very high off the ground. 2-1 to Isai. Pitch on its way. Santos a ground ball towards second. Yake will pick it up. He will throw to first just in time. Again, took his time there as Bugs heads to third. And now Christian Almanza. I don't think they'll show him 4 fingers with Harris on. This is an RBI opportunity for Christian to try to get a 50th on the year. Jones now with some pressure to keep balls in front of him. Bugs is at third with 2 outs. The first pitch. Almanza swings and misses at the high fastball. It's 0-1. Oakland trailing by 1, trying to deny Malik Binns a second shutdown inning opportunity. The 0-1. Almanza swings, hits this to center field. This is a lazy fly ball. Coming in is Booth. He's underneath it. He will make the catch and put it away for the final out of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left, or 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Still a 1-run lead for the Vibes on 860 AM. The Answer. Ballers baseball rolls on to the bottom of inning 5. They trail by 1. Rocky Mountain Vibes leading 3-2. I'm Tyler Peterson. It's our 5th inning question on the Answer. If you're on our YouTube chat, please let us know how you're enjoying this Independence Day. It's celebrating the 4th of July. 249 years of the United States of America, or close enough. Took another couple years to actually win that war. But in our hearts, it started with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Top of the order in Booth, Yake, and Lynn Scott. Booth has the biggest hits of the game. I guess you could say Tofflin's hit situationally was bit. A 420-foot bomb to center field for Booth. First pitch, he tries to bunt, and he fouls it back. Got a piece of Lozano along the way as well. It's 0-1. So guy goes 421 to center field. The next at bat, he bunts. He was hit by a pitch in the first, so he's 1 for 1 today. Milliken, the right-hander, comes set from the stretch, where he's been all day. The 0-1 pitch. Booth swings and misses. Sinker down below the zone that he chased after, and it's 0-2. Milliken comes set. Next pitch on its way, a ground ball foul. Came in with the sinker. It was off the plate. Really nice 0-2 pitch from Milliken, who has showed some really good control today. Booth ready in the right-handed hitting box. Milliken set on the hill. Here's the next pitch, a ground ball toward Cobb on 3 hops. Gobbles it up. His throw to is just in time. Booth runs very quickly, and Cobb knew he had to hurry, so once he grabbed that ball, he set himself up and made a strong throw over. That was much closer toward the middle of the plates, but Booth was just able to roll over it. Now Ernie Yake. Yake doubled in the third. He's 1 for 2 today. Milliken's first pitch on its way. Yake swings and fouls that down the left field line, well out of play. 2 Rocky Mountain here in the bottom of the 5th. I believe this is the latest point of any ball game in which Rocky Mountain has led. Next pitch is down in the dirt. It's 1-1. Yeah, Rocky Mountain actually has only led for a half an inning. Actually, 1 full inning. That would be the second of the game on Wednesday. Next pitch is swung on and missed by Yake. 77 miles an hour on the curveball. One and 2. Next down and away. 2-2 the count to Yake with 1 away in the 5th. We've got a pretty good ball game on our hands here on July 4th. The 2-2 breaking. Swung on and missed. The same one that he got Yake to swing at for the second strike. A big fan and a miss. 4 Ks for Milliken today. Has been impressive since finishing up his senior season at the University of Pennsylvania. 2 outs for Linscott. Milliken's first pitch. Ground ball toward Cobb on 3 hops. Oh, it comes up and hits him in the chest, and he can't make the play. That's going to be an error. He had no play there, got a wicked hop, hit him right in the chest, and he could not recover. It's the first error of the day for Oakland. Here's Gary Laura. There goes the runner, Linscott. The throw from Lozano is not in time. A steal for Linscott. The pitch was called a ball. And all of a sudden, there's a runner in scoring position for the Vibes with 2 outs. Milliken's got to bear down against Laura, who's 1 for 2 against him today. Next pitch, a ground ball. This is in time, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, an error, a man left on base. After 5, Vibes 3, Ballers 2 on 860 AM, The Answer. Top of inning 6, a 3-2 ball game that the Ballers trail. A really good ball game as well, and should be fairly dramatic for the final 4 innings. Ballers will have Harris, Buford, and Helmick, a trio that has so far done fairly well against Malik Binns today. Nice performance from both pitchers thus far. Take a look around the league here in the 6th. One score which we already gave you. It's the most important one of the day. Idaho Falls 7, Yuba Sutter 2. That means the Ballers' magic number has dropped to 7 temporarily. Here's Harris, who doubled in the 4th. First pitch. Swung on, hit down the right field line. Linscott is over, giving it a look, and that's out of play. Harris has hit the ball well today, nearly homered in his first at-bats. Grand Junction 14, Sky Sox 4, that game in the 7th. Great Falls and Ogden are scoreless, that game in the 3rd in Montana. Next pitch to Harris is a big cut and a miss ball. It's 0-2. Mustangs a 6-0 lead at Boise in the 3rd. And Glacier a 5-1 lead on Missoula. That game also in the 3rd. Oh, a pitch clock violation on Harris, and he is out. They're calling a pitch clock violation. Here comes Aaron Miles. And Aaron is asking, what do they got? So it's a strikeout for Binns. That's rough. That's the 5th strikeout for Binns. Harris is still standing outside his dugout as Binns throws this first pitch to Buford. He swings it away. We have not seen that this year. The 0-1. Buford is the backup as the fastball nearly came in and got him. I don't really have eyes on that right now. It's hard for me to tell what really transpired in that countdown. The 1-1 on its way is a swing and a miss on the changeup. I can tell you this, things are not going the way of Oakland today. They've only have 3 hits. The 1-2. Buford swings and misses. That'll be a 6th strikeout for Binns. And that is nearly a season high. He had 7 Ks in the win over Yuba. That was last week. He only allowed 2 earned runs in 5 innings. So here's Lou Helmick. Binns' first pitch. Helmick looks at strike 1. A team that has won 8 in a row in somewhat unfamiliar territory as of the last 2 weeks. Check swing, number down the line, but foul. Helmick didn't want to swing at that pitch, and the ball hit the bat. It's an 0-2 count. Binns fires. Helmick takes down low. Lou walked in the 2nd and then struck out in the 4th. A righty begins to loosen for Rocky Mountain. I think the quicker that Binns can exit the game, the better for the Ballers. Half swing. The umpire says he went around. And the tag is applied, and that's a 1-3 inning on 3 strikeouts for Binns. Lou did not appeal. He has the option to. I think people forget that. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-2 Oakland, trailing on 860 AM The Answer. move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Noah Milliken still on the mound. It's a 3-2 lead for Rocky Mountain. The right-hander in the bullpen for the Vibes is still continuing to throw. I see Connor Richardson starting to warm for Oakland. So Noah Milliken may have a semi-tight leash in this inning. He's just allowed the 5 hits and the 3 runs. Both pitchers. This is a pitcher's. First pitch, Keeper swings and misses at the breaking ball. It's 0-1. Keeper, a first pitch single in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. Milliken at 85 pitches, so has room to get out of this inning on his own. The next one to Keeper is a swing and a little foul ball at the plate on another big breaking ball. That one around the same location, dip below the zone. You try to throw that for a 3rd time. Pitch on its way. It swung on and missed. The sinker inside, and that completely broke down Garrett Keeper. That's 5 Ks for Milliken, 1 off of his career high as a professional. He had 6 strikeouts in his last appearance in Boise. Here's Austin Chenard, the designated hitter. Milliken comes set. Pitch on its way is a big breaking ball that Chenard swings right through. It's 0-1. Third the order, and we're seeing some early breaking balls more often. The 0-1. That one also swung on and missed, and that one was a bad chase. And Chenard wants time. Well, you went curveball, sinker to Keeper, but Keeper's swings didn't look like that last one from Chenard, so you might triple it up here. 1-2. Pitch on its way is a sinker, hit out to center field. Bugs moving over into the alley. Looks like he is going to be there. He'll make the catch one-handed for out number 2. It was the sinker again. That time it got a lot of the plates. So that was not the location Milliken was looking for. Gets away with one there on 0-2. There are 2 outs here in the 6th. .90 pitches for Milliken through 5 2/3. Tofflin, the 2-run double in the 4th, and that has given the 3-2 lead to Rocky Mountain. Towards center field, that's down for a base hit. Bugs is over in the alley to cut it off, and he'll throw it in and hold Tofflin to a single. First pitch sinker right over the middle of the plate. And now that'll bring up Stephen Wilmer. Wilmer is 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. The 6th hit for Rocky Mountain with Tofflin's single. Richardson still warming. Milliken's first pitch is fouled away. Milliken would love to walk off this mound without handing a ball to Aaron Miles. Oh, 0-1 to Wilmer. Next pitch, big breaking ball that stays high and outside. Here comes a 1-1 now. Milliken to the plate, swung on, popped up into shallow center. It's got to be Bugs. If it's anyone, he comes running in. He will put it away for the final out of the 6th. And Noah Milliken walks off the mound. If he is done, then it is a quality start for him. He is, however, the pitcher of record on the losing side. So let's see whether his boys can get him any runs in the 7th. It's Rocky Mountain 3, Oakland 2. As we head to the 7th inning on 860 AM, The Answer. Into our final 3 innings of this Friday night ball game. It's Vibes 3 and the Rocky Mountain Vibes, excuse me, the Vibes 3 and the Oakland Ballers 2. And in between the top and middle, or at the end of the 7th, there will be a performance of God Bless America between innings, so there will be an extended break after the top of the 7th. But before we get to that, Michael O'Hara, Tyler Lozano, and Darryl Buggs will face a new pitcher in Caden Kratz out of the bullpen, and that's probably just fine as far as Oakland is concerned because Malik Binns today was excellent. A quality start for the right-hander, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both were earned, 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. He also threw 2 wild pitches. Kratz went an inning and a third on Wednesday, gave up 2 hits, a run, no walks, and a strikeout. First pitch to O'Hara is hit down the line over his Linscott to cut it off, and Michael O'Hara has a leadoff single on the first pitch he sees. 2 hits for O'Hara. Welcome back to the lineup. And now that'll bring up Tyler Lozano. So again, Davis Druick is now officially on the IL. He won't be available until next Friday in Oakland. The bench right now is Monteith, Tatum, Leahy, and Pierce. All right-handed hitters. Lozano takes one in the dirt. A fly out and a ground ball, which was a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2 today. Tofflin is pulled in from third in case Lozano decides to bunt. Next pitch is a ground ball foul on a big breaking ball. It's 0-2. Caden Kratz wants a new baseball. And he's got one. Excuse me, 1-1 the count to Tyler Lozano. O'Hara does have some speed at first, don't forget. Here comes the 1-1 on its way to Tilo. He swings and lines one foul down the baseline. Too early on that curveball as well. It's just a touch inside. Ballers trail by 1 here in the top of the 7th, but they do have their leadoff man on. It's Michael O'Hara. A lefty starts to loosen for Rocky Mountain, maybe for Santos and Almanza. Coming set is Kratz. The 1-2. Lozano swings, sends this to right center field. It will get down, and it'll roll to the wall. O'Hara's getting sent around. Lozano wants 3, and he is going to have a game-tying sliding triple. That is a big hit. Bugsy will now bat with a man at third and no outs. The Ballers get to Kratz for a second time in this series. The infield is in. We're tied at 3. Kratz against Buggs. First pitch, Buggs swings and misses at the changeup. It's 0-1. He's walked and he's grounded out. He's 0 for 1. The next pitch, ground ball back to the pitcher. The underhand throw to first is in time to get Buggs. 1 out. Well, Tilo, it's his first triple of the year. Don't forget, his first ever professional hit at this ballpark. And it was a triple as well. That'll bring up Tremaine Cobb. It's an unproductive out from Buggs. It leaves the go-ahead run at third with 1 out. Trey is 0 for 3 today. A fly ball may give the Ballers the lead. The first pitch breaking ball is on the zone for strike 1. Ballers still have not used a challenge today. 0-1 to Cobb. Looking to send something to the outfield. The pitch is in the dirt. Jones in front of the plate. Tilo's got to be ready. 6 times this series, a wild pitch has brought in a run for Oakland. It must be a split-fingered pitch that Kratz is working with, because that spin rate is quite low. But it's getting some ugly swings, which is what he's looking for. The 1-1. This is popped up, maybe playable, nearing the Vibes dugout and into the second row of the stands. A lefty and Santos on deck. Almanza behind him. A lefty in the bullpen for Rocky Mountain. 1-2 to Cobb. Pitch on its way. Tremaine, a ground ball to third. Tofflin has it, and his throw to first is a touch high, but Laura comes down with it on the bag. And the infield pulled in again. Prevents that run from scoring. Now, Isai Santos. And here comes Les Lancaster. They're going to the pen to bring in a lefty. We'll see whether it's Isai or when we come back on 860 AM. The answer. A runner at third. 2 outs here in the 7th in a tie ball game. It will not be Isai Santos. It'll be Nick Leahy to hit for Isai Santos against the new lefty, Tom Peltier. Peltier pitched back on Wednesday as well. He allowed a 2-run double to Christian Almanza, who is on deck. But it's up to Leahy to keep this Oakland rally going. A single by O'Hara to start the inning. A triple by Lozano to bring him home to tie the game. And then, with a runner in third and nobody out, ballers with 2 ground balls to not get the man in. So the pinch hitter will hit for Santos. Today's DH, so it doesn't matter whether he re-enters or not. Defensively, anyway. So Leahy to hit. Nick has a hit in the series. He's batting .298, a home run, 8 RBI. The first pitch from Peltier to Leahy. He swings and grounds it foul. He is up there to try to bring in this run. And that breaking ball at 76 was the first pitch he sees. Peltier comes set. The 0-1. Leahy swings and fouls one at the plate. Again, breaking ball at 77. So it's a quick 0-2 to Leahy, who needs to protect. He does have some swing and miss in his game. 18 strikeouts and 47 at-bats. That is a high ratio. 0-2. He's got to make contact. Peltier's pitch. Leahy looks at ball 1. Just high. Apparently not close enough for the Vibes to give up that final challenge. The 1-2. Leahy takes it in the dirt. Otto Jones keeps it in front of him. It's 2-2. A tie ball game in the 7th. The go-ahead run at third. Peltier coming set, looking for the final strike of the inning. The 2-2. Leahy takes inside, 3-2. That was the fastball at 88, and it must look like 98 compared to the 70s that he was seeing from the previous pitches. 3-2 counts. Leahy's got to be ready. So does Lozano at third. Peltier is set. And the pitch on its way. Leahy swings and misses. Fastball way above the hands. And the inning is over. The Ballers do tie it. A run on 2 hits, no errors. A man left at third. Will that come back to bite them? We will see. But we will take an extended break here for the singing of God Bless America. We'll come back with Ballers Baseball on the other side, tied at 3. Well, this is fully a bullpen game now as Connor Richardson comes in for the bottom of the 7th inning. Noah Milliken, he will receive a no decision because Tyler Lozano tripled in a run to make it 3-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. He did hit a batter. Connor Richardson against Otto Jones. The first pitch, Jones fouls it back. Chewy or Richie, depending on which nickname you like better. His 19th appearance, that leads the club. 2-0 record, a 1.50, does have a save. Struck out 20 batters in 24 innings, walked only 3. Next pitch is popped up. On the infield, Harris on the grass now has to come in. Now he's doing a little bit of a pop-up dance and puts it away. 1 out here in the 7th. YOLO has finally lost. Well, see, I did it again. Yuba Sutter, listen, until we actually play them, they're still YOLO to me. Yuba Sutter has lost, finally. So can the Ballers pick up a win on a day which Yuba loses? We will see. Carter Booth, first pitch slider is a called strike. Are you a little bit more on the edge of your seat now? Game winning streak, they've all come in high run scoring fashion, more or less. The next pitch is also popped up. This is to shallow right. Harris or Almanza. Harris with two hands this time will put it away, and there's 2 outs in the 7th. 4 pitches, all strikes, 2 outs. That'll bring up Ernie Yake. Ballers will really have to fight for a 9th straight win today. Set is Richardson. His first pitch to Yake, who is 1 for 3. Is swung on, hit down the line. That's foul. A right-hander. The Rocky Mountain vibes. Les Lancaster may turn to a 4th pitcher. Peltier got 1 out, and it was Leahy. Richardson to the plate. The fast's high and in. One and one the count. A packed house tonight. Could well be a sellout. The next pitch, a touch down and away. Not close enough for Tilo to think about using the baller's first challenge. 2 and 1. Probably going to save them for situation deciding challenge. 2-1 pitch. Yake takes down in. It's 3 and 1. Well, Richardson does not walk a ton of hitters. He is a pitch away from doing so here. 3 and 1. Kicking the pitch. Yake hits a ground ball foul. It's 3 and 2. It's also been a while since the Ballers last participated in a knockout round. Not a home run derby, which we'll see tomorrow, by the way. Well, you will see it if you watch it on Flow. We will not have the ability to broadcast it. 3 and 2. The payoff pitch on its way. It is a swing and just got a piece of that to foul it away. Yake was not expecting curveball, and he swung the way you would like butter toast. It was sort of very soft and firm across the zone, and it just got a piece of that ball. Another 3-2. This is popped up. Lozano coming back. This is coming toward the press box, and it's going to fall just in front of the press box. Richardson coming set again. 3 on its way. Yake, a ground ball toward Harris. Almanza has to get back over. Shoots it. No play. That's an error. Harris just could not position himself to take that ground ball. And Almanza, who didn't immediately run to the bag, there may have been a slight miscommunication there, but that's going to be an E4, the second error on the infield for Oakland. That will allow the inning to continue for Lynn Scott. He is 0 for 3. He's homered in this series already. You don't want to be giving away extra outs to this Rocky Mountain team. The first pitch to center field. Fairly deep, but Bugs is there. He stops, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 error. A man left on base. We head to the 8th. Tied at 3. A really good baseball game on Independence Day today. This is 860 AM, The Answer. Top of inning 8, 3-3 our score. Hope you've been enjoying our broadcast today. I'm Tyler Peterson. Vince back in our Bay Area studios putting us on the air today. Almanza, Harris, and Buford to face off against Tom Peltier. And Peltier will be in just to face Almanza. As we said before, Almanza had a 2-run double off of Peltier a couple nights ago. But you go with the handedness matchup. Almanza today 1 for 3 with a single. If Almanza were to get on, I'd be interested to see whether or not Zach St. Pierre would come out as a pinch runner. First pitch is off the plate. Because at this point, if the leadoff man was on in the 8th, I think you burn your designated pinch runner. Next pitch, off the plate to Almanza, 2-0. He can be patient. He has homered in this series. You know he'll get a good swing off. The target is away, and the pitch comes in pretty much right down the breaking ball for strike 1. Ballers have been out hit today, 6-5. Pitch is a big swing and a miss. Almanza chased below the zone. It's 2-2. They've made more errors. They've been out hit, but tied at 3. The 2-2. That's down and away, below the zone. 3-2. It's been all breaking balls. So is this where Peltier brings out the 88? Let's see. He comes set. Pitch on its way. Is swung on, hit to center field. This is hit well. Back is Booth at the track. Goodbye! Christian Almanza gives the Ballers the lead in the 8th. A breaking ball that ended up right down the middle of the plate. A hanger 425 feet over right center field. They are no longer out hit, and they have the lead. Peltier done. He's faced Almanza twice this series. Almanza has 2 hits and 6 bases and 2 RBI off him. 3 RBI off him even. A righty comes in for Rocky Mountain. We'll take a break and come back. Ballers leading 4-3. A new pitcher is the right-hander Hunter Bryan, a Visalia native, 24 years old, 6 feet tall, 190, played for the Grand Junction Jackalopes last year. He'll face off against Danny Harris. Christian Almanza with a game-untying home run. Bryan is one of the better relievers on Rocky Mountain's staff. First pitch to Harris is in the dirt. 2-1 record, a 5.06 ERA in 16 appearances. Harris, big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. It's 1-1. 2 saves, 32 Ks in 21 1/3 innings for Bryant. Next pitch, fastball outside. 92 from Bryant. A kick in the pitch. Harris swings and misses at the big breaking ball again. It's 2-2. For Almanza, it's a home run and a 50th RBI in his first pro season. Harris made sure he got time there. And now he's back in the box. The 2-2 pitch on its way. It swung on and missed. And he's not seeing that curveball from Bryant. First strikeout for Bryant. Let's close some books on some Rocky Mountain pitchers. Caden Kratz, 2/3 of an inning. 2 hits, a run which was earned. No walks and no strikeouts. And Peltier, who came in relief of him, 1/3 of an inning, a hit, a run which was earned. No walks and a strikeouts. Buford swings and misses at that breaking ball. Nobody's picking that thing up right now. It's a bit of a doozy. Buford is 0 for 2 with a walk. The next pitch, breaking ball stays high. The 1-1, Buford looks at another one low. Counts. Will it be Carson Lambert for a 3rd straight game? 2-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. 2-2. Well, neither Harris nor Buford has been able to even foul off the breaking ball from Hunter Bryant. Here's the pitch. Down and away. 3. I look around the suburban background of Colorado Springs behind center field. I see some fireworks going off. Lights have taken full effect here at Block Ticket Stadium. The next pitch is a high pop-up toward left field. Wilmer coming in. He's still coming in. He's fighting the wind. He makes the catch as he just about goes down to a knee for out number 2. Glacier leading 7-4 in the 5th over Missoula. The other game with ramifications for Oakland. It does not matter whether they finish 1st or 2nd. It's really immaterial when it comes to playoffs, but you'd rather be 1st than 2nd, of course. Here's Lou Helmick. First pitch, half swing. Does he go? No, says the umpire at 3rd. That is Ted Dutcher. He is the crew chief. And now Lou Helmick wants time. Lou just again. Ballers have taken the lead here in the 8th. Bryant to the plate, swung on and fouled back by Lou. Got a fast. Next pitch is swung on and missed. There's the breaking ball that no one can seem to even touch from Bryant. Well, it's apparent now why so many strikeouts on the year. 1-2. Helmick takes in the dirt. Watch that drop through the zone. That was the off-speed pitch. And it looks like maybe a sweeping slider. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Bryant. He strikes out 2 and faces 3 hitters. Gets them all out. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Oakland has taken a 4-3 lead on Christian Almanza's solo blast to center, his 2nd of this series. We'll come back on 860 AM, The Answer. Do you have leaky pipes, clogged drains? Step up to the plate and call the pros at Mr. Reuter Plumbing. We're the home team when it comes to reliable service. Owned, locally trusted, and proudly serving the Greater Bay Area with honest, dependable service. Mr. Reuter Plumbing is always ready in the bullpen for you. Don't let plumbing problems throw you a curveball. Mr. Reuter Plumbing is here when you need us. It's the bottom of the 8th. It's a 4-3 Ballers lead. They have come back in this pitcher's duel today with a run in the 7th and a run in the 8th. A Lozano RBI triple, a Christian Almanza solo home run. And now, Carson Lambert for the 3rd straight night come out of Oakland's bullpen to face Laura, Keeber, and Chenard, 3 very tough right-handed hitters. For Connor Richardson, it's an inning, no hits, no runs allowed, no walks, no strikeouts, zeros all across, other than that 1 inning pitched. Laura has enough power to tie this game, so be careful. The first pitch, fastball swung on a miss, 93 at the top of the zone. Special hello to our favorite cyclist, Mark Kahn. And now Lozano is going to come out and talk about pitches. And it might have been some type of cross-up there. Is this going to get marked as a meeting or not? The umpires are marking this down as a meeting, so there is more than just pitches talked about there. It's 0-1. Lambert from the windup. The next pitch to Laura is swung on a miss, 93 up and in. Laura never had a chance at that one. Chased the ball above the zone and inside. Ballers need 6 outs. Lambert is the 8th inning man. The 0-2 pitch on its way is swung on and missed. Pure challenge from Lambert there. 94, belt high, and Laura swings through it. Another strikeout for Lambert. That'll bring up Keeber, 1 away here in the 8th. Ballers lead 4-3. The first pitch, Keeber takes a fastball outside at 93. Lambert from the windup, the high kick, and the pitch. Swung on a miss, 92. Maybe a touch off the plate. Keeber might have just reached out for that one. By the way, 7,610. Fewer than 400 available seats left in this ballpark tonight. The 1-1, Keeber swings and fouls that away. 93 from Lambert. It's been all fastballs. 6 pitches out of the pen. 6 fastballs. And just 1 has been out of the zone. A 1-2 to Keeber. Lambert to the plate. It is a half swing. Does he go? No, says Kenny Aducci at first. That was the first off-speed pitch of the lot. Keeber ready. Do they climb the ladder on him? Pitch on his way. Fastball. That is fouled at the plate. 94 from Lambert. Someone's going to take another chance on him. There is a big league club in need of a guy with a sub-1 ERA. Two-two. Pitch on its way. It's swung on, foul back. 93. That was a challenge. Might have been a little bit high of Keeber. Stick with what's working. The windup from Lambert once more. The next pitch on its way. That is Lozano wants to challenge. This is a good situation to pick one. I don't know if he'll be correct, though. So the ball call has been confirmed. Ballers lose a challenge, but again, I like that as the first challenge there. Maybe you steal a strike. 3-2 to Keeber. Lambert to the plate. It's swung on and fouled away. That was a bit high, and Keeber went after it. He may have swung at ball 4. (3-2). Again, Lambert throws. This is swung on, hit to left field. It's deep. Back is Helmick. He reaches up. He makes the catch as he backtracks onto the warning track. 2 away. Keeber got a hold of that 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Just did not get it high enough in the air. That same ball is hit in Oakland. This is a tie ball game. Austin Chenard. 2 outs in the 8th. Ballers up by 1. Lambert's first pitch on its way is swung on and missed. 94, right past him, down the middle of the plate. Now the 0-1. Lambert throws, and it's swung on and fouled away. 94 again. Chenard is 0 for 3. Today's designated hitter. Do you try to power another one past him? 0-2 pitch. Here's Lambert's windup. And it's swung on and missed. 94 on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Go the Vibes in the 8th. And the Ballers have a 1-run lead going to the 9th. We'll be back on the other side. 4-3 Oakland on 860 AM The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM The Answer. This is the 9th inning. O'Hara, Lozano, and Bugs, the 3 scheduled hitters against what we now know is the very tough Hunter Bryan. Ballers with a 4-3 lead. Connor Sullivan warming up in the Oakland bullpen. It is, like America, his birthday. O'Hara has 2 hits in his return to the active roster. He's scored a run and he's not in. The first pitch, Michael swings and fouls it at home plate. Just got barely a piece there. Oh and 1. Pitch is a swing and a miss by O'Hara. Not close. It's 0-2. Brian is set. The next pitch, O'Hara fouls it back. That was the breaking ball. That's the best swing anyone's had on that thing. The second of 3 straight fireworks displays. 3 nights will occur after this game. The 0-2. O'Hara takes a fastball high and away. Rocky Mountain with 1 challenge left. Anthony Christensen is going to feel good about himself because 3 challenges the teams have gotten all wrong on his calls. The 1-2, half swing. Does he go? No. The umpire at third. That was just off the plate. Maybe is that the slider? I'm not sure. 2-2 pitch. O'Hara ready. Brian comes set. Jones sets up outside. Pitch on its way outside on 93. 3-2. Ballers only lead by 1. The 3-2 pitch to O'Hara. Here it comes. It's popped up behind second. Yake is there, and he will make the catch for the first out. O'Hara, that got a fastball right at the lower third part of the zone. Was not able to do much with it. So he finishes his night 2 for 4. That'll bring up Tyler Lozano. He tied this game with a RBI triple in the 7th. 1 out here in the 9th. First pitch, breaking ball in for strike 1. I don't see Lozano using any challenges in this at bat because with 2 left, I think he'll save them from when he is behind the plate. Next pitch is grounded foul. No 2 from Lozano. He'll call. Brian back on the rubber. And the next pitch on its way. Lozano swings, pops this up again. Yake is over to his left. And 1 foot onto the grass. He makes the catch. So 2 pop-outs to Yake in the inning. And Darryl Buggs, maybe the last man for Oakland tonight with the bats. A lot of fireworks now going off in the surrounding in eastern Colorado Springs. First pitch to Buggs. Swung on, tap back to Brian. He picks it up. The underhand flip to first is in time. It'll have to be 1. It'll have to be enough. Connor Sullivan coming in for his 9th save of the year. It's 4-3 Oakland as we take a break and come back. Bottom of the 9th on 860 AM The Answer. The new pitcher on the mound for Oakland is number 21, Connor Sullivan. Sully, the closer. 18 appearances, an 0-1 record. That came against the first game in Boise. His only blown save of the year, 8 out of 9. 1.86 ERA, 22 Ks, 6 walks in 19 1/3 innings, 8 hits in 19 1/3 innings, a 121 batting average against. He comes in for Lambert, who once again mystifies the Rocky Mountain Vibes at high velo. Toffland, Wilmer, and Jones are the 3 scheduled hitters. I do not believe that you will see Jones bat. It may be someone else like Butcher. Ballers lead by 1. The results of this game is still to be determined. This will be one of the harder fought games of the year for Oakland if they can pull this off. Dane Toffland. Toffland has 2 hits today, including a 2-run double. He has power. Sullivan's first pitch from the windup is swung on and fastball from Sullivan at 89. Sullivan pitched last night, faced 3 batters, fly out, strikeout, strikeout. The next pitch is a slider off the plate. The batters were Chenard, Butcher, and Adams. A 1-1 to Toffland. Slider, called strike at the top of the zone. It's 1-. Toffland will take time. One-two from Sully. From the windup. Here it comes. It's a fastball below the zone. 2-2. Toffland's had multiple extra base hits in this series. Staying with the fastball at 89. Two-two. The first pitch. Bait to right center field. And O'Hara can't cut this off. Toffland were extra bases. And here we go in the 9th. They stayed with the fastball 3 straight, and 91 right down the middle. A double for Toffland. He is going to be replaced by a pinch runner. It's going to be Alex Adams. There is no 10th inning. Stephen Wilmer to bat, and the Ballers will draw in the corners. They lead by 1 for now. The first pitch to Stephen Wilmer. Swung on, grounded towards second, a big hop for Harris. His throw to first is accurate and in time, and to third goes Adams. Who is the pinch hitter? That's the question I want to know. It's going to be Will Butcher. Butcher will hit for Jones. Runner at third. The first pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Strike 1. The infield is in for Oakland. A fly ball probably ties this game. Sully needs a strikeout. Man at third with 1 away. The next pitch from Sullivan is swung on and missed. Back to the fastball at 90. A fastball heavy outing from Connor Sullivan. And now they have Butcher in an 0-2 count. Sullivan kicks and fires, and it's swung on and fouled away. Staying with the fastball at 90. Adams leads from third. Still 0-2 on Butcher. Sullivan set. The pitch is swung on and missed. They stayed with the fastball. 90 above the hands. 2 away. What a pitching sequence. 2 outs, runner at third. Booth, who's already homered. If he does that again, then Rocky Mountain would win. 1 pitch, either team could win. 2 outs. The first pitch to Booth is a slider off the plate. It's 1-0. I hope you like melodrama. Two outs, the baller's 90 feet away. The pitch to Booth is a slider swung on and missed. 1-1. Well, fastball heavy to the first 3 hitters that he sees in this game. And now 2 straight sliders to Booth. 1-1 the count. Sullivan to the plate. Fastball swung on, fouled away. It's 1-2. A leadoff double for the Vibes in the 9th. They get the man to third on a ground ball to the right side. Sullivan strikes out Butcher on 4 fastballs. And now Sullivan, whose birthday is celebrated today, with his father in the stands. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It is strike 3 called, and Booth is going to challenge. Booth is going to challenge. What is the call? This is going to be close. It's been confirmed a strike, and that's the ball game. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm looking at TrackMan. There might be 2% of that ball touching the strike zone. It's a 9th win in a row for Oakland, a 9th save for Connor Sullivan, and a 30th win of the first half for the Oakland Ballers. They are 30-10 through 40 games in 2025. Their magic number to clinch a playoff spot is at 6 with 8 games to go in the first half. A high wire act from Sullivan in the 9th. We'll take a break and come back. Ballers win 4-3. Well, what do you think about that? There probably are 1 or 2 wins better than that all year? Or is that the best that we have seen this Ballers team in a dramatic victory in game 40, and it could not have come on a more important day? The Ballers have now won the first 4 games here in Colorado Springs. The tying run on third base, and Sullivan strikes out the last 2 hitters that he sees. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Oakland. For the Rocky Mountain Vibes, it's 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Connor Richardson gets the win in relief. He is 2-0. The loss goes to Tom Peltier in relief. He is 2-2. And the save to Sullivan, his 9th. Time of the game, 2 hours and 32 minutes in front of 7,610. This is a game that didn't feel as in control as this team has been recently. And we're going to try to wrap this up quick because fireworks are about to begin. It was a win that really needed every last inch of this roster to come through, every last inch of talent and sweat, and sort of take the quantitative and qualitative properties of both. All I know is the Ballers are 30-10, 3 games up on the next closest team. And right now, Glacier is leading Missoula 7-6. We'll see what happens in that ball game. I'm not sure, and it doesn't necessarily really matter whether or not the clinch a playoff spot as early as Tuesday. You are not going to want to miss this next week of Ballers baseball. So if you don't have your tickets already, please get them now. And if you haven't even thought about coming, then come on. Come see what could happen. There's a long way to go, but right now they are putting themselves in quite the spot to clinch a first half playoff spot. I want to thank Vince back on our 860 AM The Answer studios for putting us on the air. I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in, chimed in. I want to thank our great social team who works with us every night. And I want to thank you, the listener, for tuning in once more. The final score, it's Nevada Colin as well, who's been helping me through the process on the road. Wanted to get that in. Final score one more time. Ballers win dramatic fashion 4-3 here in Rocky Mountain. We'll see you all tomorrow, 5:30, pack time on 860 AM The Answer. Enjoy the rest of your Independence Day evening.